The only fiction part of this science fiction movie is that the world actually united for once. Tonight, we celebrate our Independence Day.
And now, our feature presentation.
Fussy. Who hired this crew?
What's your favorite scary movie?
I'm smart, you're dumb. I'm big, you're little. I'm right, you're wrong.
Show me the money!
Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Baby, you are so money and you don't even know it.
Yeah. I thought this was good.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
Hello, boys. We're back. Welcome in, everyone, to 52/1996. We are a live movie conversation podcast where we rewind the clock, take a look back 30 years ago into the films of 1996, one movie at a time. I am your host, Cody, and I will be joined this week by my amazing co-host, Joseph, as we break down the movie Independence Day. If this is your first time hanging out with us, welcome in. We're happy to have you. If you're listening after the fact and everything, we do this live. You can actually participate in our chat just on Twitch or I think even YouTube. As long as you're following, you can participate in the chat and talk with us about the movie, any memories that you have of these movies. You can actually watch along with us as well. We have some of those links out there to show you what we're watching next. Where you can watch them is also available on the internet, so you can do your own research for that. But what we try to do here is pretty simple. Every week for 52 weeks, hence the 52 in our name, we revisit a different movie from the year 1996. It's the 30th anniversary of a lot of these movies. We talk about some of the scenes that really stick out, some of the lines, maybe the more memorable lines from the movie, any standout performances that kind of blow us away. Sometimes there's fun trivia. Sometimes there's too much trivia to actually go over, and it can really bog down the research a little bit. That's what I found with this one. And if it survives a modern watch, are these movies going to be rewatchable or not? Are they going to be something that stands the test of time, or is it dated in anything that it's doing? And that's one thing that we're looking at here. And we usually do these in a theme by theme basis. And we do those kind of on a monthly theme. And our theme for this month, we started it last week, is called it's called Make It a Blockbuster Night, if you're familiar with that tagline from Blockbuster Video. But we're using Blockbuster twice, and it's kind of a double entendre kind of thing here. Make it a Blockbuster Night because of the 90s and videos and everything. But also, we're spotlighting the blockbuster movies of 1996. So the biggest movies that came out this year. That's what we're going to be talking about today. So that's what we're looking at. And we've got a real big one here this week when we're talking about Independence Day. Now, before my guest comes on, and I think he might have just got on, so let's go ahead and add him in here so I can talk to him. Welcome in.
Hey.
There he is, Operation Nukem there, Duke himself.
Sorry, satellite interference, man. I don't know.
It's
something weird's going on out there.
Those aliens, man. Is there a place over your city right now?
It's dark out there. I can't really tell. There's no fire in the clouds, so I think we're okay.
Which is super cool. Oh, drink that. That's a big Pepsi, my guy. Is that a liter?
America.
It's a gosh darn liter of Pepsi.
Pepsi sponsor him.
Ooh, sponsor me. Please sponsor me. Now, I was just telling everybody, breaking down what the podcast is, as I do every week. But Joseph, Independence Day, first time watch, right?
Never even heard of it, man.
Never heard of it? Yeah.
Saw Stargate probably 100 times, but this one missed me somehow.
That would be the most insane truth. I mean, I know you like Stargate. Don't get me wrong. But didn't watch this movie?
As I was so surprised. Same guys. Like, I don't know how I missed it, but
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure you had this one on VHS, maybe growing up.
I think so. I'm pretty positive.
It was one of those movies that's like, especially if you grow up in like a pretty conservative family, I feel like this one is one of those ones that gets a pass for some of the language and stuff, just because it's like, it's good.
It's America. It's the world.
It's America. It's uniting.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
independence. It's freedom.
It's freedom. These are all
Nukes.
the things. It's nuclear weapons. It's computer viruses.
You get it all.
You get it all. You're right. This was also a staple. I think the VHS behind me that's playing on the TV is the exact one that I have from 1996. It's an antique, and it also, I remember the VHS came with, like, they were really into these like holographic things when we were younger, and it like was a holographic to where if you like tilted it, it showed the White House exploding.
You know,
see,
that was something I did not remember until you just said it. But yes, like the cover that when you tilt it a little bit, it's like,
yeah. See, man, we were doing stuff.
The 90s were
then.
cool.
The 90s were cool. We need to go back. Everything better was in the 90s. I promise you. I blame a lot of stuff. Yeah, now it's just awful.
Now, like, they're like saying the aliens existed this whole time and they're going to tell us about them. And like,
yeah,
where's all that info at?
Seriously, let's just go back to being ignorant and everything was science fiction, not science fact. We don't believe in science these days anyway.
Scientology, maybe.
Hey, we'll get into that next week. Let's go ahead and learn a little bit more before we get in. So let's get into our categories and learn a little bit more about the movie. So again, this movie is called Independence Day, contrary to popular belief. It came out July 3rd, 1996. It was directed by Roland Emmerich, who we already kind of spoiled a little bit. He's been on the podcast once before for Stargate. You and I both did that. It was written by the same guys too, Dean Devlin and Roland Emmerich. So we're just, Stargate Part 2. Run it back.
Maybe with some species flair. I don't know.
Ooh, a little species flair in there. I like that. I am excited. 98 rolls around, or 97. I can't remember if it's 97 or 98, but Godzilla, the 90s Godzilla, which I was a huge fan of when it came out.
Really? Then, haven't seen it since, so I'll be interested to rewatch.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a trash movie. I do not think I've rewatched it since then, but I loved Godzilla. I had a like actual movie poster, like the one from the theater. I had the VHS. I've got the novelization of Godzilla. I had the CD, the soundtrack.
That one had a pretty good soundtrack.
Good soundtrack. For I 90s, freaking loved Godzilla, and it is notorious. Like Roger Ebert hated that. Siskel and Ebert hated that movie so much, and they even make fun of him in that movie. But we're not here to talk about Godzilla, although I'd love to talk about Godzilla. It's a great movie.
After Hours.
After Hours. That's what we'll do. After Hours. Take that one to the Discord. Anyway, this movie has a pretty stellar cast here. Let me walk through. I'm going to go through a lot of them here. So Will Smith as Captain Stephen Hiller, Bill Pullman as President Thomas J. Whitmore, Jeff Goldblum as David Levinson, Mary McDonnell as the First Lady Marilyn Whitmore, Judd Hirsch as Julius Levinson, Robert Loggia as General William Gray, Randy Quaid in here as Russell Case. Let's give a salute for Russell Case. You're not going to give one?
No.
Okay. But, wow. Margaret Collin as Constance Spano, Vivica A. Fox as Jasmine Dubrow, James Rebhorn as Albert Nimziki, Harvey Firestein, Marty Gilbert as Marty Gilbert, Adam Baldwin in here, Major Mitchell, Brett Spinner as Dr. Oaken, James Duvall as Miguel Case, Harry Connick Jr. is in here randomly as Captain Jimmy Wilder, Mae Whitman. You may know her as Anne from Arrested Development. She plays the president's daughter, Patricia Whitmore. Ross Bagley, otherwise probably best known from The Little Rascals, as Buckwheat in The Little Rascals, as Dylan DeBro. And Lisa Jacob, which we know as one of the eldest daughter of Mrs. Doubtfire. She's in here as Alicia Case. Okay. You knew
I
she
meant to go back and look, but I was like, who is she?
Who is that? And then I didn't even get the other kid in here who kind of looks like a Joseph Gordon-Levitt lookalike, but I forget what his name is. It's not important. Anyway, the synopsis for this movie, if you didn't get a chance to watch it, says, in the epic adventure film Independence Day, strange phenomena surface around the globe. The skies ignite, terror races through the world's major cities. As these extraordinary events unfold, it becomes increasingly clear that a force of incredible magnitude has arrived. Its mission, total annihilation over the 4th of July weekend. The last hope to stop the destruction is an unlikely group of people united by fate and unimaginable circumstances. Now, this movie had a budget of $75 million and a box office return. I've got two for you: 817.4 million global, and then 306 million domestic, making it the #1 movie of 1996. You're gonna clap for that, but you wouldn't salute Russell. He saved the world. He saved the world, man.
Yeah.
Well, I am appalled at this point. This movie has a 77% on Rotten Tomatoes, a 7 out of 10 on IMDb, and a 3.4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Now, Roger Ebert he was kind of in the middle on this movie. He said, for all of its huge budget, Independence Day is a timid movie when it comes to imagination. The aliens, when we finally see them, are a serious disappointment. Couldn't they think of anything more interesting than Octopus Men? He gave it 2.5 stars out of 4.
Okay.
Now,
Roger, chill, bro. Tentacles are like a staple of Aliens, and almost.
Does the xenomorph have tentacles?
Huh?
Does the xenomorph have tentacles?
No, not the base model.
Does the Predator have tentacles?
Kind of.
I mean, that's just his hair, man. Anyway, Mick LaSalle gave it 4 out of 4 stars. He said, this picture is ultimately fun, thanks mostly to colorful characters and mock heroic spirit that kicks in full throttle after the world has almost been destroyed. Now, this movie does have quite a bit of a legacy. Would you know that this is? Would you be surprised to learn that this is an Academy Award-winning film?
No, I know exactly what it won for.
It is 2 Academy Award nominations, one for Best Sound and one for Best Visual Effects. Which one did it win?
It's got to be effects.
Visual effects is what it won for.
Yeah.
And it also got a sequel. There were also, which I've never seen. Did you see the sequel?
I don't think I've seen the sequel ever. I did know it existed, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah, pretty much everybody comes back for the sequel too.
Wow.
Except for Will Smith. He didn't want to do it because he had already done a space movie. Because I think the movie was gonna be about Will Smith and his son, and he had already done a space movie with his son. So he was like, I don't want to do it after Earth.
Wait. So the sequel is after Earth?
Well, I mean, yes, I think so.
Because I thought After Earth has been like within the last 15 years, right?
Yeah, but Resurgence came out in 2016 or 17 or
Did
something.
It really?
Like that.
Maybe that's why I haven't seen it, because I thought it was much closer to 96.
I'm pretty sure it's.
You're probably right. I had no idea about the time frame.
2016, yeah, 20 years after.
Okay.
And it does take place. There's something, yeah. Will Smith's not in it, but his son is in it, so it was going to be more of that. But yeah, pretty much everybody came back for that sequel. Never seen it. It was critically panned, and it didn't do very well at the box office. So, sorry. There was
Same
also
aliens?
a book. Same aliens. I'm interested in the story of it, though. It's kind of like. Yeah. There's some stuff in there, and there's one thing that I'll probably bring up at the end, just to be like, could this have happened? I don't think so. There's a book series that I'm kind of interested in. I think there's maybe some graphic novels out there for this. There was obviously like video games and toys and all these. I mean, it's the biggest blockbuster of the year. There's going to be all this merchandise for it. So, but you know, do you I think I remember the toys for it. And yeah, with like the big, like the biomechanical suit thing that they had on. I remember that. I did not own one. I was into Beast Wars toys at that point. So I'm really into the Beast Wars. No tentacles unless there was there was a squid guy
in Beast Wars.
Yeah, I think so.
Dang. I don't know enough about Beast Wars, obviously.
You got to get on your Beast Wars lore. All right, let's get into it. Let's start off with some of the best scenes that are from this movie. I only wrote down 4.
It's a lot of quick cuts. You know, we're all over the place, especially at the beginning of the movie. We're getting a lot. Pacing's pretty fast leading up to our arrival. I guess my first scene was kind of like, arrival, like DEFCON 3.
There's so much that happens.
Yeah.
I just put the aliens come because like that's the first 30 minutes of the movie.
July 2nd. Yeah, basically like the whole day.
Yeah.
Is a scene, one long scene.
Because we get to see, like you said, DEFCON 3, like with the president trying to react to what's going on. We've got these things coming here. You see like the military response to it, sending out like not fighter jets. They try to communicate with them during this time, which is a big mistake. And we see these big giant ships coming, and they are 15 miles wide.
Yeah, I will say that's pretty cool and uncommon in like alien movies to see something like that.
And that was on purpose.
Huge scale.
They wanted to, because they were reacting to, movies of like the 50s and 60s, like the old B movie, sci-fi alien movies. They were like, they always land in like a cornfield and it's always such a small like town that gets invaded. They were like, let's take that part out of it. Let's just create a massive spaceship that is 15 miles wide and just put it over the most densely populated cities in the world. Now we have some stakes. Yeah.
And of course, our people at SETI that are supposed to be looking for extraterrestrial life out there miss it until it's like on top of us.
Yeah. Crazy.
Like, idiots.
What are you guys doing?
Playing golf.
Yeah, playing golf, not really caring if aliens exist or not. But I love that. I love that opening scene. That is one thing Ebert says in his review. He's talking about that opening scene where the shadow is like going over top of the moon, and you see it like shaking the earth or the moon dust and going over top. That's the farthest we've ever been. Is there. I thought that was such a cool like opening to this movie.
Yeah, it was cool to start it out there and have like the moon backdrop. We get a lot of that like shadow happening before we ever really see anything, which is kind of cool. Yeah,
I do think like the spaceships are kind of like bland. Like they're not as cool as I think. We just don't see. We know that they cover this amount of ground, but like we don't really get to see them. Like I don't know. It doesn't feel like we truly get to see the magnitude.
Yeah, it's always weird when like they bring in aliens in any like media and they're like so advanced, and then like the outside of their ship is just like looks like it's prehistoric. It's like it's just like that weird kind of like balance between like technology and like primitive. I don't know.
Yeah, it's science fiction. Go a little crazy with it. Like make it wild.
Give us some gloss,
Give us some gloss. That's I like that.
I will say the color that they chose for like the lasers and shield and all like that green color.
The green.
Perfect perfect choice. I love that green.
I know you're not shooting green shit at me.
No, you're not.
That was pretty good. Okay, what else in this like aliens coming scene like that I might be missing?
I'd mention it briefly in the opening antics, but before we even see the spaceship, it was really cool. Like when you would see like the fiery clouds, we still know like something weird is in there, but like that whole like shroud design was really cool.
Yeah, I feel like our technology was good enough back then to be like to know exactly where this thing is. And when those guys are in that plane, when they're in that plane, that like radar plane, and they just run into it.
Just into fire, I guess.
Into fire, yeah.
And is that fire just like from them like entering the atmosphere?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's got to be that.
Yeah.
But why is it still on fire there? I don't know. There's a lot to be explained.
We need a scientist on this podcast. We need a guest scientist.
Do you know any?
I'll make some calls.
Thank you. Yeah, so we get a lot of that. The fire, that is cool. The visualization of the cloud, the fiery clouds coming through, especially when we get to see it in like other parts of the world, which I think some of the cuts to the parts of the world are a little funny. They feel very stereotypical and on the nose. But some of those are really cool. Like there's the one with like the sheep herders, I think, and you see this giant fire cloud coming. It looks really cool.
Yeah. They did a great job with like this, like just you feel the scale, like we talked about them trying to make it like feel very different from what you normally see with aliens. Like you feel it at every part, just like, whoa, that's crazy, that's huge.
Yeah. And we get and throughout this, we get introduced to everybody, all of our main characters throughout this. We get all of the players are put onto the board. There's a lot of chess references here. So many chess references. And we get our Will Smith character who's in the military. We get a president. We get Jeff Goldblum's character who is I still don't know what his job is. They all call him a cable repairman, but obviously this guy works and does something much bigger at a television.
I'm thinking he's like some sort of like signal processing engineer.
Yeah, he's definitely some kind of engineer.
Yeah. But yeah, they keep dogging on him like he's only good for, cable services, which is pretty funny.
It is pretty funny.
But
like he's like he's like the last one to know what's going on. He's just like, hey, there's this symbol or this signal coming through. It's this. I can't even mimic it. But the signal coming through, that's all, ones and zeros. And he figures out that it's actually a counting down and it's actually a timeline to something. And then he figures it out and he's like, oh, wait, we're about to get blown
he's like
off
doing his own thing while everybody else is watching the news. And then when those two things meet together, he's like, oh,
this is what's going to happen.
I gotta get to the White House.
Yeah. My ex-wife, my ex-wife works for the president. So I got to warn her because she's really the only person I love besides my dad. And so she drives there, he goes there, he warns all of them like, hey, this is counting down and we only have 30 minutes. Cause I don't know how long it takes to get one. Okay. Here's one of my WTFs.
Okay. Yeah. Get into it.
How does he get out of the city so quickly when everybody else is so stuck? I know he's on a bike.
He's got his bike.
But where does his dad live to where that he can get out of the city so quick?
Yeah. So I think at first he says the countdown is like 6 hours from now. So I think that gives them like quite a bit of like ability to fudge the timeline.
It is 4 hours from New York to Washington, D.C.
And he gets there, and it's like 30 minutes left. So
Yeah. He has to have left pretty quick.
yeah, you got like an hour and a half there. That's probably the bike trip, right?
Yeah.
Hour and a half on the bike.
Like this guy has to have lived, I don't even know where, in
Yeah.
New York for him to possibly get out of here. I don't know.
Especially in the pandemonium. Like, how many times do we see like not only just like the movies cameras focusing on like car accidents, but even like the news broadcasts in the background are like showing car accidents.
Yeah. And we see the Marty character stuck in traffic.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. You're going to salute him, but not the hero of the movie?
I love Marty.
I love Marty too. David.
Anytime something happens, he's like, I gotta call somebody else.
I gotta call my mother.
I gotta call my mother. I gotta call my brother. I gotta call
my lawyer. No, not my lawyer. Which apparently, that's a fun fact. Did you see that one?
I didn't. I don't think.
No. Apparently, he doesn't say I'm not, or like screw my lawyer or something like that. Apparently, he says fuck my lawyer, and they actually dubbed over it so that they could get a PG-13 rating.
Awesome.
Yeah, thought that was pretty fun. That's a good fact. I like that one.
I like that one.
But anyway, so everybody, pandemonium. We're going to DC to pick up all these people. At the same time, like we find out that's it's going to be annihilation of all these places. David goes to the White House. He warns the president, and he's like, "Dude, I got it figured out. We need to get out of here." Because apparently, all these people went to school together. Or knew each other.
There's like some background that we don't fully get fleshed out because like his ex-wife left him to join the campaign, but they knew each other all before that, and apparently there was some like insinuation that there was an affair between them.
There was an affair,
which we don't know if that was like before or after they broke up, or they've got history. They've fought. He got in a fist fight with him at one point.
You punched the president.
Yeah. yeah. So we don't really we get glimpses of the history, but we don't really know like what all they've been through.
But apparently he trusts him enough in this moment to be like, we got to get out of here. So they grab everybody and they get on Air Force helicopter and get out of there right before the ship opens up.
The big blast.
Which I think this is my favorite scene in the entire movie.
I'll tell you what, for all of the, back and forth, going here, going there, like all the build up to this moment, like the combination, I think it maybe is a little unrealistic that people are still thinking this is like peaceful in any way. Like, I think that's very naive, but we'll give them the benefit of the doubt here. But like that moment where it's like he's trying to convince everybody that this is hostile, they're about to attack at the end of this countdown, while the helicopters are like doing their like
communication thing, whatever it is,
not audio, visual communication. And then like it like all comes together at once. Like they blow up the helicopters right as everyone in the White House is realizing we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
It's a scramble. And then we get the cool, like practical effects.
Yeah. And we have like a gunfight. Like we have the military guys, right? At this point, or is that after?
You're talking about like, Will Smith's group.
Yeah, they fight him after this. Yes, they do, because he's worried that Jasmine didn't get out in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
That's still a third, man. You're like,
I'm so ahead right now. But yeah, so the open up, and yes, the practical effects of this are incredible. They use I know I keep jumping on or stepping on my fun facts, but this is the most miniatures used in a movie ever.
And probably ever will be
because of visual effects nowadays and everything. But they used all these like 10-foot scale models of the White House and the Empire State Building. Why they went over the Empire State Building, don't know. I don't know what that building is in LA where everybody was just on top of.
Ooh, I think I had to look that up. It was some bank tower. I don't know why. I don't know why it was chosen, but U.S. Bank Tower, I think. I didn't actually write it down, but
that's okay.
Third tallest building in California. Whatever.
Anyway,
it's tall, it's important.
but we see these things. We see them all across the country, mainly those three places: DC, New York, LA, because that's where all our characters are at. And some of these people escape. Some of our side characters get killed throughout this. But I mean, the scale of it is so crazy. Just fireballs, just killing everybody in their wake. And it's, you've seen some of this. I think like the best thing that we have is, in comparison, is like 9/11, of course, like seeing the damage that caused and everything. But this is just like massive. Again, it just miles upon miles of people just getting decimated and blown up in their car. We see Marty, your boy, just go crap. And then
I guess vaporized,
man. Although there are some things that are left standing that I'm always like, how does that left stand? Like like palm trees. There's some
resilient, man.
Palm trees must be like the cockroaches of the tree world.
You think so?
Yeah. We see some people escaping. Add that to the
science list. Yeah.
We see the first lady get away in her helicopter. We don't know what happened to her. We see Jasmine in the tunnel with Dylan and the dog.
Okay. Of all the shots in the movie that looked really good,
looks bad.
Boomer jumping like that would look pretty bad.
that poor man, that poor dog. Yeah, Boomer survives. The dog does not die, which is great. Which is not what happened in Michael.
Whoa, man! You didn't do a trigger warning before.
I'm streets ahead, bro, and you're streets behind.
Truly.
All right, what's your next scene?
You said 4 scenes, but it's pretty much just July 3rd and July 4th for me from here. So July 3rd is my next scene.
July 3rd is like their response to,
which is so American. Let's nuke them, baby.
Let's nuke the bastards.
Yeah.
So they send out
Cappy guy. I forget his name. Al. Is it Al? I think it's Al.
James Rebhorn's character. Yeah, he's awful. I'm not Jewish. But yeah, nuke the bastards, and that doesn't work at all.
Yeah, which we can go over later. But there's big problems with our strategies here. For someone who's supposed to be like very military minded, is like, y'all didn't plan this out very well.
No,
and maybe it's just scramble mode. I don't know, but why are you sending all those planes up there and you have no idea if you can even get
through? Like,
can we send out a tester? Can we launch surface to air to test it without endangering anybody's life?
Also, we know they have that like really dangerous weapon that they only use once in this movie on the helicopter. That was communicating. Yeah. They only use that once. I'm sure they could have shredded us at any time.
Yeah, we got to get out our little like, dang, what are the TI fighter? We got to get out our little TI fighters for the air combat.
Yes. Yeah, we got to have those dogfights in here, which again aren't very good because we can't do anything to the aliens at all. They all have these shields. We get this nice dogfight with Will Smith and Harry Connick Jr. and they're running through the desert. And sadly, we lose another side character.
Yeah,
Harry Connick Jr. Rest in peace.
Seems like Will Smith might be the only one who survived out of everybody in the air. I know, like with his like group of like however many 15 or whatever, But I think like all of the groups of 15 seem
Yeah.
to have died
He's
except
the-
for him.
Well, they said, I think the general says at one point, like they have 15% of their entire military left after all of that. 15%.
What's the numbers for our military in 96?
In 96, who knows? But 15% of them. And we get a good scene. I like Will Smith does a little maneuvering, goes through the canyons, wheels and deals, and ends up crashing an alien. Doesn't get to shoot him, but he crashes an alien. And also one of my another WTF moment for me is Will Smith not knowing, or whoever this actor is, parachuting out of this plane and hits the ground so hard.
Oh,
like those are broken
his
legs. Yeah,
Oh,
seriously.
I honestly, I had like looked down to make some notes while he was parachuting down, and the sound of him hitting the ground like brought me back to the screen, and I was like,
yeah, that guy's got to
he was
have
fine.
some. He was fine. He just walks up, walks right over to the alien spacecraft that's landed there, and starts yelling. And the alien pops out, tentacles and all, and Will Smith just punches it in the face.
Wait, Will Smith did Ali, right? But that was like,
Yeah, that's after this.
that's way after this.
That's like
But he
2000
clearly already
maybe,
had some
or
training
90.
before that, because TKO, man, one punch.
Just one punch in the
Through the bio.
like suit. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a hell of a punch.
I wouldn't mess with him. So yeah,
And
Will
then
Smith
with his non-broken legs carries the carcass across
Just
the desert.
the desert. And then suddenly, we get more characters like meeting up with each other. Randy Quaid's and this like convoy of RV owners. And sees this guy. He's like, yeah, he's got an alien. Let's pick him up. There's a military base around here somewhere. Which is our Area 51 place.
Yeah, I really didn't like July 3rd very much. If we're doing second, third, and fourth as like our three sort of acts of the movies, like the second act was not great in my opinion.
This is where we get all our Area 51 stuff, though.
All the Area 51 stuff. We get Dr. Oken,
whatever.
what, Professor Oak.
Data from Star Trek.
Good, yeah. We get Data.
Okay.
We get-
Does he remind you of this movie? Does he remind you of Kyle? We have a friend for anybody that out there. Does he kind of look like Kyle to you?
I will say yes.
It's like the Kyle, super young Kyle. Like this is what Kyle's gonna grow up to be. So,
age me, Kyle, about 45 years. And I
Yeah.
think we're there.
he looks just like him. I couldn't get over it.
I never would have connected.
It's
that.
all I could think
But now
of the
that
whole
you've
time.
said it, we love you, Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle. Shout out. We also get, they're experimenting on these things. They've known about them too. We find out during this that they've known, since Roswell. It's actually been the same aliens the whole time.
It's like a little scout, I guess.
Yeah. Which could have been good. Like if they explained that and said, oh, hey, you knew about this and you didn't tell us that there's potential that this could be not a one-time thing. We haven't learned anything about these. That was the thing that made me mad. It's been 40 years and they haven't learned 50 years and they haven't learned anything.
Yeah. Because what did I say? Because like they couldn't figure out the technology, but now that these ships are like close, like everything's like
it turned on
coming alive and like
they were able to repair it.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It's a lot.
I don't understand.
Make super sense.
Not a lot of, but we do get the scene where they crack open the bio whatever armor, and you get the actual alien inside, which is gross and like gooey, and he ends up killing everybody in that room. And then
which made the punch all like so much better.
Yeah.
Right? It's like after he just goes on this like killing spree and gets everybody, like the knockout punch is like, wow, man.
that means that
You
Will
really
Smith
did
is
something.
superhuman.
You really did something there.
Man, is this glass bulletproof? No. Yeah, that was cool. And then he just shoots him in the head like 5 times. It's great. Don't learn anything else from the alien.
We don't need to.
I would have put it in an interrogation room.
Ooh.
Like Sean Connery in The Rock.
I will say, man, the way he was like speaking through the guy was cool.
That is cool.
We needed more of that kind of stuff. Man, but that's a whole different movie, and maybe in the Alien franchise somewhere. Shout out.
Oh, is it?
What's his name?
Ridley Scott?
Bill
Paxton?
Leyland Orser.
Oh yeah. Leyland Corporation, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, tell me. So July 3rd, we're not a big fan.
Yeah, I mean, you get a lot of what you need to make the big July 4th happen, because we
celebration.
We learn like how to, do the whole virus, or I guess we have an idea about the whole virus thing to save the world.
Because he gets an idea from his dad, because he's like, you're going to catch a cold.
On this cold concrete. Say that again.
Say that again. Cold, you say? I'm going to give him a cold. We were so fascinated with like hacking and viruses in the 90s.
Yeah.
That we were just like,
so, it's just, nobody seems smart in this movie. Like, why are you just now thinking of this, Mr. Signals guy? Like,
because I guess they don't know their technology, but now that everything's turned on, they've got their technology. Like it doesn't add up. You're right.
Yeah, I was expecting us to get from all their technology is turned on now to like now we can get in there and figure it out. But instead, it's like this like off the wall virus idea. Yeah.
And they try to nuke them again. They're on July 3rd.
Oh yeah,
that's when they do the Houston.
They actually drop the bomb in Houston, right? Which Houston's gone forever now.
And like he gets and David gets really upset about it. He's like, "Oh, this is the end of the world," kind of thing. We're resorting to nuclear weapon. I was like, "What do you want us to do?" At that point, like everybody's out of Houston. If they're not, that's their own damn fault. There's an alien above you.
Why would you try a nuclear weapon when like it doesn't make sense to try that?
Yeah.
Does it have some sort of like magic way of getting through? Like,
I think that's what I think that is what we are supposed to get from this. Like, a nuke can get through that shield, but a regular missile can't get through. It doesn't make any sense. Again, unless a nuke is fired at a higher speed, there's no way it's going to get through, right? Just because it's a nuke.
Yeah.
They're not. If they would have come to us, we would have known. We would have known.
We could have saved Houston.
We could have saved Houston. Although Houston's fine.
Well, there goes NASA, right?
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about NASA.
It's kind of a big problem, especially for the sequel, I'm sure.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But then July 4th comes around. We've got the plan. Which is we're going to send 2 guys up into space to the mothership. We're going to plant a virus. They're going to shoot a nuke at the mothership. That's just for fun. The virus is the real thing because that's going to lower their defenses because they figured that out in less than a day. And that's going to allow these shields to open up, and everybody across the world is going to shoot these things down. We've communicated that through Morse code, which is very important. And that's what we're going to do, guys. But this is when we get, the next best part of this movie is we get a good speech.
Great.
We get, teaching farmers to, get in planes and
sober up.
sober up, use those. We send 2 guys into space that have never been there before. One that can't fly, but he has to go for some reason because
he gets sick when he flies.
Yeah, we're gonna send him, and then we've got everybody in this bunker at Area 51 where we've got a alien craft heading to destroy. So,
maybe they mentioned why that happened, but why was the ship coming to Area 51?
Because they found out what they were doing, that they were mounting a defense or whatever, and that's where it was.
Okay.
I don't know how they found that out.
Satellites, probably.
I guess they just see a big heat signature and they're like, "Oh, guys, these guys got planes."
The Morse code, probably.
Who knows? And I don't know. It just works out that way. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that is like not great in this movie. I will say, like,
just kind of like, no, keep going.
Yeah. It's a lot of that. So much of that. Then we get the final fight. They upload the virus, and the president's flying up there. I should say the speech is good.
It's good. Well, good speech, well delivered.
Well delivered. Bill Pullman killing it. That big daddy energy there.
Mm-hmm.
He's just delivering. He's good.
And then follows it up with, "Oh, by the way, I'm getting in a plane and going up there."
Because why not? The country's already gone. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
Because that guy's not getting
a pilot better than the president anyway. So
that guy's not getting elected anymore ever again.
Is anyone?
I don't know. But it's only middle America, so you can imagine what kind of leaders we're getting after that.
I'm curious now. Since we've talked about sequel and we've talked about people coming back, is he the president in the sequel?
I don't think so.
He's just a retired.
I think
pilot?
I think he's got like. I think a big thing about him is that he's got a PTSD, and he also still has like a psychic link to the aliens.
Oh, we didn't even talk about that. That was weird as hell.
It was weird. But we needed it so that he could see what their purpose was. Also, good point in chat.
Prove the nuke.
Good point in chat. His wife passed, so it's a good idea to just go up in the plane. Who cares about his little girl?
She'll be fine, right?
She'll be fine. My wife met this really nice lady who's a dancer. She'll take care of her. She'll be fine.
She'll grow up and marry buckwheat and.
Oh, I said it. Well. Whenever the kids met at one time, I went, "Kiss."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was funny. To me anyway, it was funny. Nobody else. But so they go up there, and David and Steven go up there, and no problems. They just walk right in,
Yeah. It's just a ship that's been MIA for 40 years, received back into the mothership, where only the big ships came from. Like, all the little ships came from the city destroyers.
Yeah.
But this little ship's like, "Oh, come back home."
Yeah.
Well,
guys, you remember me?
Yeah. I'm back. Nothing suspicious.
Like, surely they've got like some systems that are like, "Hey, this is a little suspicious."
It even looked like they were like numbered. Like when you see like the alien screen.
Oh yeah.
It looked like the ship had a number. So it's like
they should have known that there's something's fishy with this ship.
They're not so advanced, right?
Yeah. They're stupid just like us.
And that's comforting.
That is comforting. So they upload that, but then they're trapped. And basically they're just like, "Well, this is it. Let's go ahead and just fire the nuke and come and, do our job."
Light the cigars.
And when they fire the nuke, it actually dislodges them. Thank God. And then they have 30 seconds to get out because the nuke only is not an impact nuke. It is a timed nuke, which is convenient.
Which is huge.
Huge for them. All while this is happening, the fleet of fighters are firing on the ship and are causing damage, but it's all just like cosmetic damage, really. It's like a dent on their car.
Because it's 15 miles wide.
Yeah, it's 15 miles wide, and it's not really doing much damage to them. But then they get, they use all their missiles, and this thing starts to open up with its little green beam, and they're like, we got to get that. That's going to destroy everybody. We've got to target that thing. And then that's when, they realize they don't have any missiles left. Except for one. By Russ, who has one, and then he shoots at it, and it malfunctions,
which was funny. Like that was funny. Not
Poor
what
guy.
happened after, but
not what happened after.
Was pretty funny.
And then Russell just says, "You know what? Tell my kids I love them. They're good." Again, parents abandoning their children for the greater good of this, and he just. You see it in the credits for our opening titles, whatever that's called. And Russell makes the ultimate sacrifice and saves the day by, welcoming himself home to the aliens. And
after 10 long years,
puts that nuclear weapon right up there, BH.
Which means that he did get probed, right? Like that's what that meant, right?
Sexual things.
Sexual. Like, I think it was like tit for tat at that point, right?
Yeah, I think it's
that comment.
Yeah. And then they're like, okay, now we know how to do this. And I remember thinking as a child, like, okay, the way to solve this is you have to sacrifice one of your guys to go up into the butthole of this thing, not just like fire a missile at it, because the missile didn't work whenever Bill Pullman shot it.
Right. But his hit like the outside, like the little
the little flaps.
Yeah.
The little butthole flaps.
You got to get all the way up in there.
Yeah. You got to get inside there to make it count. But I was led to believe that I was led to believe by my own self that you had to actually just, sacrifice one person.
Everybody's got to sacrifice.
You got to just shove that thing up there, and one of you has to do it. So who knows? They might have misused their missiles too. So who knows if anybody across the country or across the world was doing this exact same. They were supposed to be doing it at the exact same time. So I don't know.
And they only had a few minutes.
Yeah. But we see everybody celebrating. We take it that it worked,
Yeah.
And our boys get home safely. They give us a minute of like, oh no, they didn't make it. We haven't heard from them in 20 minutes. So, but then they come back and everything's crashing around them. Everybody's happy except for Russ's family, who just lost their dad. Although they didn't really like him that much.
The kid wasn't crying at all that they focused on at that time. He was like, I'm proud.
He's proud. He was proud. But that's it. What else did we miss?
I think we got the highlights here.
I think we did too. All right. Who's your favorite character, or is there a scene stealer you'd like to talk about?
I think we're probably on the same page with several of these, but Mr. Levinson is definitely one of my favorites. The dad,
Julius. Yeah.
Julius. Yeah. He gets a lot of really great lines, and he's very funny throughout.
Judd Hirsch is great in this. He's so funny.
He killed it. I've already mentioned Marty, which was definitely a scene stealer for me, at least for the small amount of time he was around. And I'll say the same thing about Jimmy, his wingman that died in the first attack. He was funny.
That scene when it's not a great joke, but like when he's on one knee in front of Steven.
Oh, kissing the booty.
Kissing the booty, and he's got the ring. He's like, this is a wedding ring.
That was pretty fun, like the way that flowed, and then the guy comes by and
he just goes
proposing. It was pretty funny little series.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Any of the main characters that you liked? I mean, I liked all three, like the three main guys. I liked them all.
Yeah, everybody was good. We didn't really give any women much chance to shine, I would say, unfortunately.
No.
But America, right? Um, yeah, I think I mentioned this in best like acting performance as well, but I'll say that my favorite of the mains was definitely David.
Yeah, that's what I had too. I don't know why it like Jeff Goldblum is so interesting as an actor. We saw him in Jurassic Park whenever we first did this, and you could probably say that David and his character Ian are similar
Same
characters.
person.
Yeah, very same person, but like I'm here for it. I want to watch it all the time. I think Ian's a little cockier. Dr. Ian Malcolm's a little bit
Yeah.
cockier, has a little bit more sex appeal to him, especially the open shirt and like laying down. And yeah, I think he's got a little bit more of that sexual appeal to him. But David, he knows what he's doing.
I think the only reason that was toned down in this was to give that like sex appeal or charm more to Will Smith. I don't think they both could have had it, you know? Like one's got to be like the sexy.
I think it's the scene where he's dragging the alien around. Will Smith looks awesome. He's got those like gold sunglasses, like the gold rimmed sunglasses. He looks pretty dope.
This is like this like mid 90s to the end of the 90s section is like prime for Goldblum and Will Smith in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like
yes. I mean, even we get Lost World a couple of years after this. I like Lost World. It focuses on Jeff Goldblum, who I like. But like Bad Boys, Independence Day, Men in Black.
Yeah.
Oh man, crazy. Yeah, it's a good run. That's a good run. And this is like the run of I think up until Wild Wild West. I think is like a year after Men in Black, and it's like, ooh, not as good.
Yeah,
you went a bridge
a lot of that's not his fault. I don't think.
No, not at all.
That one was weird.
That movie is wild. All right, any favorite quotes?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I have a lot, but
yeah, there's quite a few here. I'll just hit some of the highlights. Let's see. From Mr. Levinson, Julius. Who is he talking to? Oh, he's talking to the ex, David's ex, and makes the comment, all you need is love. John Lennon, smart man, shot in the back.
Okay. Very sad. Very sad.
Oh, yeah.
I quote this all the time, and it's not even that great of a quote, but it is a Julius Levinson quote. He's like, "Everyone's trying to get out of Washington. We're the only schmucks trying to get in."
Yeah, that was good too. And the other one I had, which I think you kind of mentioned, the Newt guy Al, when they're like sitting down to start praying or whatever, he gets waved over, and he's like, "I'm not Jewish," and Mr. Levinson says, "Nobody's perfect."
Nobody's perfect. I've got the speech written down here as a quote. I'll go ahead and do that.
Ooh, all right.
He says, "Good morning. In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others from around the world, and you will be launching the largest aerial battle in the history of mankind." Mankind. That word should have new meaning for all of us today. We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in our common interests. Perhaps it's fate that today is the 4th of July and you will once again be fighting for our freedom, not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We are fighting for our right to live, to exist, and should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day. And I got chills just reading that because I can hear it in my head.
It's good, man.
It's good.
Pretty good delivery, too.
Thanks, man.
You got a little Pullman in you.
Oh, God. I wish. Hey-o. What else?
Let's see. I thought this was very funny. Just kind of like a throwaway moment, but at some point when the aliens have like arrived and are just kind of hovering and people are panicking and stuff, there's a news report that's happening, and one of the anchors said, once again, the LAPD is asking Los Angelinos not to fire their guns at the visitor spacecraft. You may inadvertently trigger an interstellar war. And I was like, yep, that's probably necessary. There's
That
people
checks.
out there just
shooting at that thing. Why not? Man, if that landed anywhere in like the Midwest or the South or something like that, I guarantee just guys coming out on their front porch with their guns. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
In the words of my generation, up yours.
Now, that's the voice of a generation right there.
That is the voice of a generation. Russell Case.
The very first line of the movie is great.
What is it?
I think it's the very well. Maybe there's like a quick little blurb, but like I think it's the first like full line of the movie when the chief that's in bed answers the call from the SETI office that they've like picked up the signal or whatever. If this isn't an insanely beautiful woman, I'm hanging up.
I liked any of the time that when Captain Hiller, Will Smith's character, is just yelling at the alien that just crashed or whatever. He's like, "That's right. That's what you get. Look at your ship all banged up. Who's the man?" He says something. He says something about dreadlocks. You got me dragging your heavy ass through the burning desert with your dreadlocks sticking out the back of my parachute.
There's also a Close Encounter joke somewhere in that sequence.
Yeah, the welcome to Earth after he punches him.
Oh yeah, welcome. That's what he says.
Welcome to Earth. He said, "Now that's what I call a close encounter." Any other quotes we're missing? There's a lot of quotes in there. But
oh yeah, so after the plan has been announced, and they're kind of like dismissed, and I think maybe it's like David and Steve or Steven's like first like time we see them like speaking together. David says to him, "You really think you can fly that thing?" Talking about the alien spaceship. And Steve says back, "You really think you can do all that bullshit you just said?"
Classic. Love it. That's good.
Yeah. My last one.
Okay, let's move to the because I've got some other ones that are biggest laugh, cry, scare, or thrill. For the laughs, I had like Stephen Hiller just yelling at the alien, at any point and saying all those things. At one point, he just goes, "And what the hell is that smell?"
Which is a fun fact.
That is a fun fact.
A
crazy fun fact.
Awesome.
But that was
actually
good.
Fun.
Also, he when he's getting into like Area 51, the guy's like, "You want my clearance? Here it is," and he opens it up and shows the thing. But the next part is he's talking to these other soldiers. He's like, "Get the hell out of my way," which I think is so. That's really funny. What else?
For like biggest laugh stuff, yeah, all of like the David and Steve like back and forth I thought was pretty good. They were a really good team up for the last act there. Would have loved for them to be like throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, a little earlier.
Yeah.
You're obsessed with the fat lady.
He keeps talking about the fat lady with the cigar, and he's like, "Bro, you're obsessed with the fat lady." What are we doing? Emotions?
Yeah, emotions. You got any emotions?
Okay, I didn't have any cries.
I did.
I will. You said what?
I surprisingly cried at this movie.
Ooh, okay.
I've seen this movie so many times.
I want to hear the cry.
I mean, it's the beats that should have elicited a cry. It's when the daughter says, "Is mommy sleeping now?" and then grabs her dad's hand. It got me.
Okay.
It got me.
I can get
It
that.
worked.
I can get that. And that was going to be where I was going, is that I feel like there's very much like a just casualty of war mentality throughout this whole movie. Like anytime
yeah.
somebody dies, it's just like we don't get any time to link that. I think that moment with the daughter is like the only time in the whole movie
Yes,
that like
I
there's any
agree.
like moment to be sad, and it wasn't enough to like really work anything up out of me, I guess. But
I think that I agree with that. So like that is another one of my biggest like complaints about this movie is that death is just death and nobody
we
gives
gotta
a crap.
sacrifice for the country, for the world, you know?
Yeah.
Like even from the beginning, like when his like wingman Jimmy dies, like we don't see any sort of like sadness. He's dragging this alien. I mean, which I guess it's important in the moment.
Yeah,
But
right. But like this movie does not care. It just wants to keep going.
it's like war demands sacrifice. We press on. And I was just like, ugh.
We get introduced to these other characters like David, like Marty and Jasmine's friend too. We get these little, side characters in here that ultimately get killed and then never no sadness among them after. So it's whatever.
And honestly, like the first lady, like the saddest moment, like we got less from her character than a lot of the other side characters that died. But yeah, anyways, no cries for me.
And this is what happens. So Bill Pullman loses his wife, and then he takes his daughter to a small town, and it picks up a job. This is what he does after he's a president. He's now a paranormal psychologist who can speak to the dead.
Is that real? That's him in the sequel?
That's him and Casper.
Oh, nice. I was like, oh, that's what he's doing in the sequel? That's kind of crazy.
No, that would be crazy though.
Casper is
no,
the sequel?
So
What?
Casper is the sequel to Independence Day.
Hey, the little girl kind of looks. I could see it.
Yeah, we can make it work.
It's not far off.
No. Yeah, so I cried at that part. Everything else was just kind of funny. I don't think I was like, I mean, the initial explosion is pretty thrilling. Like,
yeah, all of the primary detonations and the work they put into those are so oozing off of the screen. Like, and I didn't know what else to classify it as but a thrill. Even though it's like.
And I kind of do love the emotional beat of them like ripping the rug out from underneath you with the ending of this movie. Like, oh no, we're out of we took down the shield, but it's not going to do enough. We're out of missiles now. We can't do anything about it. David and Steven are stuck in that like just kind of it takes you out of it where you're like, oh crap, what's going to happen now? And it builds you. I like the beat of that, the emotional beat of that. I think it works really well. So
yeah, all the most unlikely things happen to bring them out of that.
Yeah,
which we love. I will say there was a jump scare for me, even though I knew it was coming. When he Dr. Akin's body got slammed up against the glass, through the smoke or the fog or whatever that was in the room. I knew it was coming. I couldn't figure out the timing of it, and it got me. So
it got you.
I wrote it down.
Love it.
Yeah.
Bees. No bees. Sound like Master Splinter over there. All right. WTF. So we've already covered a couple of them. What else do you have?
I think all the ones that I've wrote down, we've talked about. The crazy knockout punch, the horrible military strategies, and then I kind of mentioned it, but the whole they harped on how we only have a few minutes once the shields are down.
Yeah.
And then it was how long before they even started sending out the Morse code to the other countries. It's with the window y'all communicated, the rest of the world is screwed. Like,
Oh,
the only
yeah.
one that got taken down is this one.
And then,
So,
like, then we discover, oh, they're only vulnerable when they open up their laser thing. Like, it's very Star Warsy at that point, where it's like you got to
Yeah.
hit this hole that is this
tunnel.
big.
Mhm, yeah.
So we get that last like fight thing. So it's a little cheese. It's whatever. Also, how did they know what cities to hit first? Do they just, is it a heat signature thing where they're like, oh, there's just so many bodies here, we're gonna hit the highest populated areas? Like, and then why are we only doing that? Like, I know that they hit like 5 cities. I think Atlanta, Houston, were taken
I feel like
are
I heard
taken.
Chicago at one point.
Oh yeah, no, that's what it is. It's not Houston. Houston's later, I guess, because it's just, or maybe it was taken out too. But it's New York, L.A., Washington D.C., which is not that highly. I mean, it is, but Chicago, Atlanta. I don't know. Like, is it a heat signature thing? And then on top of that, if it is, you've got more ships. I know you do. Just use them all at once, and then you don't have to worry about all these people.
Yeah, instead of moving them around.
And then, yeah, I feel like they're working so slowly. The aliens are working so slowly. Like, when you do that first bomb, you send out your ground troops, and then you just start killing everybody.
Or move immediately to the next city. Like,
yeah. Why
and
do you
how
have to
long-
have everything on a timing thing?
Yeah, how long did they wait after they actually got in position before they fired the laser?
Yeah.
How long were they over? It was like at least an hour. Like,
yeah, it just does not make any sense to me.
Yeah.
And then also, doesn't really matter if he marries an exotic dancer, a stripper. Will he not become obviously he's not going to become a astronaut anyway. They didn't even know he's dating somebody.
And now Houston's gone, so I mean,
what's the big deal? I mean, I'm sure if Buzz Aldrin could have been hooking up with some stripper, they would have still let him go to the moon. I don't want to put any words in Buzz's mouth,
Yeah. And I don't want to say, yeah, we can just move on.
Sex work is real work. Let's just say
that. It is. And she defended it. She said,
she makes good money.
I'm making good money. I'm taking care of my boy. Like,
good for her. Good for Jasmine. Yeah. Jasmine saved a lot of people.
She did.
Buzz was always hooking up with stripper.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, I'm not going to say allegedly.
Allegedly. What size boot print does he have on the moon?
Ooh, 10.5. That's what I'm going with. You think it's bigger? All right, best music moment.
just move on.
Reportedly.
I don't think I put down a music moment. I got nothing.
David Arnold did the score for this movie. Again, he was the same guy that did Stargate, which is a pretty good score.
Yeah.
I said it kind of reminds me, like, we've been doing so many of these like Hans Zimmer soundtracks. Like, this one kind of harkens back to like John Williams a little bit.
Okay.
I think like he definitely uses full orchestra, isn't doing as much synth stuff as like Hans Zimmer is, everything. But like, it reminds me a little bit of the Star Wars, Indiana Jones, that kind of era, like these big sweeping, I don't know, a lot of horns and stuff. I liked it. I also wanted to give a shout out to REM's "It's the End of the World as We Know It."
Oh yeah, that's what I should have written down.
Classic there. Yeah. All
points.
Right, F, Marry, Kill.
Ooh,
you know what it's gonna be.
LA, we're gonna do DC or New York.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's not it.
We're gonna David, the president, and Steven, your brother.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Okay.
David, my dad, the president of the United States, and your brother.
Your dad, so I'm hearing your dad, Trump, and my brother is what I'm hearing.
Exactly. Ooh, July 2nd, July 3rd, July 4th. That's a good one too.
Oh, that's good too. Okay. We are going to marry Whitmore, the president. We're gonna marry the president.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who am I killing though? Dang. Man, I don't want to kill any of these guys.
That's why this is a true trolley problem here.
You know what? I'm gonna kill David, and I'm gonna F Steve.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to go.
Only because
honestly,
David just seems like an underachiever. You know.
I mean, his wife has a point.
Oh, now you want to get now? What did she say? Now you're ambitious or something?
Yeah, she's got a point. I like it. Was it DCLA and?
What were you gonna say?
DCLA and New York. Which one are you doing?
Killing DC. Marion, New York. F in LA.
I like it. Yeah, I think I'm with you. That's an easy one too. We're on agreement. We're on agreement here.
I would kill July 2nd. I would marry July 3rd. And I would F July 4th.
After the July 4th after I just experienced the July 4th that I had, I'm killing it.
Really?
I hated it. Yesterday
you don't like the bang?
I felt like I was in 2003 Baghdad. Like,
oh my god.
It was so crazy last night. It was the craziest I've ever experienced. Like, and I'm in a pretty residential area. Like, it was nuts.
It's 250 years, man. Give people a break.
Were they stocking up?
I hope so.
250 years worth of fireworks? It was crazy last night. I hated it.
You guys I hate like a good time.
I don't. I don't like a good time. You're right. Yeah, I'm killing July 4th. I killed July 4th. Honestly, I killed July 3rd and I killed July 6th.
Whoa. You're breaking the rules, man.
Yeah, just imagine being a dog.
That's a good point. I'm not a dog.
Can you imagine being a boomer going through July 4th?
You're talking about PTSD.
Oh my God, that poor dog. Boomer. All right. Who gave the best performance in this movie?
It's Jeff
Goldblum. Yeah.
I will say that Will was pretty good. And
those glasses did a lot of work for Jeff Goldblum, though.
Slutty little glasses?
Slightly. I'm surprised you didn't come on with your slutty little glasses on. I love those little glasses. Don't you get embarrassed.
Oh, shush.
Don't get embarrassed. You and your little slutty glasses. I don't have the slutty little glasses. I tried it. It didn't work for me. I could.
I know a guy.
Screw Warby.
Oh, he's gonna throw it out there. Wow.
All right, let's get into our recasting.
Okay.
Did you do any 90s? I went a little crazy on 2026. I did nothing for 96 because honestly, I think I liked the casting.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
The only person I could think of that I thought would be kind of cool is if Alan Alda from MASH played the president.
Ooh, a little older?
Yeah, a little older.
Yeah.
It's got some spunk though, you know.
I
could see him making that kind of speech with the same kind of like
I
impact.
Like that. Yeah.
So that's the only thing I did for 96.
Should we do a MASH rewatch on here?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have anybody for 2026?
I've got a few. I couldn't get the full spread, and they don't make sense together, unfortunately. But I think it was just because of the son being David, but all I could think of over and over again was Eugene Levy for Mr. Levinson.
Oh my God, yes.
I just kept hearing from Schitt's Creek him saying David in my head over and over again. I
forgot all about Eugene Levy. That's great.
I think he would do good. But he doesn't
just make it Jason Biggs. from American.
That'd be fun. But it doesn't match well with who I wanted to be David, which is Lakeith Stanfield.
Okay, I had Lakeith as Stephen Hiller, so
Okay.
I had him as a Wilson. Yeah,
Nice.
because like I wanted Michael B. Jordan was like there for him, and I was like, I want somebody a little bit lankier, and that was Lakeith.
He's sexy enough, but
Michael B. Jordan's
Michael B. Jordan's a little shorter, bigger.
Yeah,
slackier. Yeah,
he's a big boy.
The only other person I wrote down, just because of I kept seeing her in the casting of '96, was Katie Holmes as Margaret. I feel like Katie Holmes looks so much like what's her name that was Margaret.
Is that her name? Is Margaret
the ex?
Yeah.
They
had her name down as something.
I could have written it down wrong too, because that's very likely.
No, Margaret Collin played Constance Spano. I didn't realize her name was Constance. Is that true?
Constance. Oh, so the actor's name is Margaret.
Margaret, yeah.
But her name.
But I agree, she does look a lot like her. The only girl for her, I had her replaced with the girl from Severance, Britt Lower.
Oh yeah,
I was like that. She gotta give it. Or hear me out. This works in my little. There's a show that Alyssa and I really like called, oh God, what is it called? It's got Daniel Radcliffe in it. And this other actress, her name's Geraldine Viswanathan, who they're both in that. They have really good chemistry. But I was like, Daniel Radcliffe could be David, and this Geraldine Viswanathan can be that character. I was like, yeah, that'd be good. I like that. With Lakeith in there, Lakeith hanging out with Daniel Radcliffe, give it to me.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Miracle Workers, that's the name of the show.
Miracle Workers.
Great show. Highly recommend. Independence Day with female leads. Yes. Keke Palmer, put her in every role, honestly. Make her the president. I don't care.
Ooh. Or isn't RuPaul in a movie or show right now as the president?
Yes. Stop That Train. Hell yeah.
Get her in.
Hell yeah. I like that. Put SZA in here somewhere too. Ooh. Oh my God, we got it. He called her Connie. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's my bad.
All right. Fun facts. We've covered a lot of them, but we have. There were so many fun facts. I did not look through all of them because I was just like, I'm bored. What are your favorites though?
My favorites, couple about the desert, which we already alluded to one of them, but the whole when he says, "What the hell is that smell in the desert?" It was actually a smell coming from the brine shrimp that die in the desert and smell very terrible. And so he just kind of like ad-libbed that line from the actual smell.
Yeah. Brine shrimp. I think that's sea monkeys. I think that's what sea monkeys
are. Is that what that is?
I'm pretty sure that's what brine shrimp. Right. You ever had any sea monkeys?
Only the ones
that show
grow out of the what was it, like little foam things that you like grow sea monkeys out of? You know the toy I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Was it foam? I don't know.
I think so. I think you're right. Yeah, I thought that was a good one too. I liked this one. Okay, so there were 70 mock news broadcasts that were created for the film, and they all used real life newscasters because they wanted to make sure that it was believable, which I thought was pretty unique for a movie to do that when you could just hire actors to do it. They were like, no, let's get the real deal in.
Let's get the real people in here and do more than 70 of them.
Yeah, that's crazy. I couldn't remember there being less than, or I remember like 2 of them.
Yeah.
So a little overkill. What do you got?
I love the overkill. Also regarding the desert or the salt flats where they filmed like the desert. Apparently the cast and crew were getting sunburns on their legs even when wearing long pants
because I saw that.
it was so reflective on the white salty surface that it was like going up their pant legs and they were getting sunburns, which sounds like the worst thing ever.
That sounds awful. It's been so hot that like that just makes me want to revolt against being here.
I don't ever want to be in a place where I can get sunburnt while wearing pants.
While wearing yeah, that sounds awful. That sounds awful. So when they were writing this, the military, the U.S. military, agreed to support the film, allowing like the film to, the crew to film at military bases. And then after they learned that they were doing Area 51 references in the script, they withdrew. They said, "We're not doing this anymore. You're getting too close to the truth.
Too close.
Too close to the truth."
So the aliens don't actually look like this, probably, since the military didn't consult. Whatever.
Right. What else?
For the very iconic and powerful speech, it was filmed in front of an old airplane hangar, which housed the plane called Enola Gay, I guess, which actually dropped the bomb on Hiroshima exactly 50 years prior to the date that they filmed that speech, which I thought was pretty cool. I mean,
that's cool. I mean,
just yeah, like the history, the intentional historical tie.
I get you. Nobody wants to drop a bomb.
Nobody
wants to do that. Did you read this about the sacrifice of Russell? It actually was filmed differently. So when responding to the call for people with piloting experience, Russell's turned down because of his alcoholism. But during the battle, Russell comes in at the last minute, flying his biplane with a missile strapped to its wing, and saves the day by flying into the spaceship's primary weapon.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine?
That was later reshot because it implied that Russell flew into the battle knowing that it was a suicide mission, since he could not launch the missile from his plane. They decided that it would be more dramatic and less comedic if Case was in the air the whole time, making the decision to sacrifice himself for his children on the spot. But that scene is on the special edition Blu-ray and DVD. So if you want to see that, I want to see that scene now.
Where does he just gets like given a missile to put on his biplane?
I think he steals one. He's just like, let me get this.
Steals a missile? Yeah, see, okay. This movie's already got enough like
craziness,
stuff that you have a hard time believing. I'm glad they didn't do it that way.
What else you got? I've got two more, I think.
Let's see. We already talked about a lot of there's a lot of cool stuff about the model work and practical effects. If anybody wants to go down that rabbit hole, I won't take us down there. But I do have one about one of the actors, Robert Loggia, who was one of the 4-star general, right? So he was very upset. I guess when they were getting ready to film, several days earlier, the director, Roland Emmerich, had recommended that he watch Airplane for inspiration for his role, when he meant to recommend that he watch Airport, which is a very different
movie. Yeah.
And so when he rented Airplane and watched it, he was very mad because he thought he had gotten tricked into being in a spoof movie, which I thought was just so funny.
Yeah.
But it's not a spoof movie.
This film was banned in Lebanon under pressure from Hezbollah because it included scenes where Israeli and Iraqi soldiers joined forces. How stupid.
Right.
But something
Maybe
today. On the visual effect thing, though, I thought this was kind of fascinating. I kind of want to go back and look at this. The visual effect of the ray gun exploding is simply the same footage of the Empire State Building exploding turned upside down.
Turned upside down and mirrored. Yep.
That is crazy.
I went down that rabbit hole on Reddit, and that apparently is true. So
that's wild. That's cool. That's really cool.
And especially if you're doing practical effects like that, what a budget saving move that
Yeah.
is not really noticeable on, first watch or without help.
There are some scenes in this. There are some like effects in this that I'm like, that doesn't look too good. Some of it's the practical stuff looks really good though.
I agree.
I think the practical stuff looks really good.
Holds up.
Just got a notification that the stream is now banned in the Middle East. So,
This stream?
Yeah.
Is that serious?
No.
Oh, I was like, wow, somebody's monitoring in real time, huh?
Middle Eastern Kentucky, baby. Not like that's it. Any other fun facts that you have?
I just had one more, which I thought was just kind of funny that they had to do this. Maybe it was like an ego play, but when Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum are walking to the camera at the very end of the movie, after they've come back down to Earth, there's a height difference there of 3 inches between the two of them. So they made Jeff Goldblum walk like a step behind Will Smith so that it would look like they're the same height.
I was about to say, because Jeff Goldblum's like 6'5", something like that. Like,
yeah, I think this says Jeff Goldblum 6'4.5" and Will Smith is 6'1.5", and they wanted them to look the same height.
Those are two tall dudes.
Yeah, who cares? But I thought that was funny.
That is funny. That's funny. All right, like a fine wine and dish. If you could pair this movie with another movie for a double feature, what would you choose?
I'm sure we have a lot of overlap here, and one that we'll be revisiting very soon. I'll go ahead and throw that out. Mars Attacks.
Yep.
War of the Worlds, I think, is one of the more like alien invasion movies that's most similar to this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I did put down Disclosure Day, which I don't usually put down movies that I haven't seen, but from what I've heard and seen in trailers about this, it seems pretty.
I'm surprised you haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet, man. I'm slacking, but got a couple of other loose connections here. Alien Resurrections.
Okay, I was hoping you would put something
for the guy that's in the room with the alien that gets the chest burst in that scene. He's also in the room with this alien when they're at Area 51. I said Spaceballs for a Bill Pullman pilotry.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
I said I Am Legend for Will Smith and a virus. And and then I said Nope for Aliens and Clouds.
I forgot about Nope. Man, that's a good one. The only other one I put Day After Tomorrow, just because of like a cataclysmic, world event. Signs.
Yep.
For some aliens that are some weak ass aliens once they get down here, and then Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which I think is a special alien movie. I also love Spielberg, but like it's a special alien movie, good practical effects in that movie as well, and a massive spaceship. So those are the ones I have, other than the ones that you already named. War of the Worlds. People sleep on War of the Worlds. I like War of the Worlds.
OG or remake?
The Spielberg one. Although Tom Cruise can't throw a baseball to save his life. He looks so dumb throwing a baseball in that movie. It's bad. It's bad. On a scale of 1 to 5, how likely you throw this one on again?
It's got a big rewatch. Well, not huge rewatch value. I gave it a 3.5.
Yeah,
I think it's something I'll, throw on every 5 years or so, probably.
I want to make a list, of movies. I've thrown this out there before, of movies that like are specific to a day. Like I'm going to watch this movie on this day because it's like July 4th for this one, or October 5th, October 5th for Back to the Future, or, there's a bunch of different ones out there, but I would like to do that someday. Have a complete list.
Which day do you watch this on?
Oh, you watch it on the
4th.
Oh, I watch it on the 4th. This is a 4th movie. This is a 4th movie.
I don't know if I can agree with that, man. I think I would definitely watch it on the 2nd.
That's crazy. I watched it on the 3rd, so.
Ooh, the worst of the 3.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I know, right? Yeah, I gave it a 4. Overall, what did you give this movie?
I gave it a 3. It's fun enough. that it's like in the mix. It's got a ton of stuff that you just have to get over because it's not going to make sense, but it's still fun.
Yeah, I agree. I gave it a 3 as well. Like, some of the visual effects doesn't hold up as much. There are so many plot holes and ridiculous things in here. And like, I find myself comparing it to The Rock because I just watched The Rock. And man, I had such a better time watching The Rock. And like, there's so much ridiculousness in that movie, but like, yeah, it worked for it. And they leaned into like, hey, we're gonna be comedic, or I don't know. I like The Rock more than this movie. But don't get me wrong, this is a rewatcher.
Yeah.
I found myself like quoting things as I was watching this movie because I knew what was coming. This is just a classic childhood movie. So
yeah, I think for the day, you know, and the rewatchability, I think it's very mid.
Yeah.
Sad.
Way. I wanted it to be like blow me away, but yeah,
I think I don't remember what I rated Stargate, but I think I might like Stargate better than this.
Ooh, Stargate's good. It has a lot more lore in it too.
Got a lot of lore.
This movie could use a lot more lore.
It needed a TV show. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Oh, a TV show of this would be so good. Call it Alien Earth.
No. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Okay, thanks, Joseph, so much for hanging out with me and talking movies with us. Before we wrap up, you got any recent movie recommendations?
Oh my gosh. I don't have anything. I haven't watched hardly anything recently other than Kindergarten Cop, which is fun.
I love it. I'm in love.
I've been watching the new season of the live action Avatar Last Airbender, which has been pretty good so far. The only other thing I've watched recently, I think, that I would highly recommend is The Sheep Detectives.
It's on the list.
It packs a lot in very surprising ways. So without trying to give away anything, it is in the same pattern as Project Hail Mary that it's one of those that you can just recommend to anybody.
Okay.
So anybody out there listening, give it a try and tell me I'm wrong. I dare you.
Let's
hear about yours though.
Well, I've been doing a self, inflicted pain of doing one movie a day for the month of July. There's a post on our Instagram that shows you each of the days and what I am doing, and anybody can do this. You don't even have to do it in July, but I chose July because there's 31 days there. So I've been watching a lot of good movies, and a lot of these movies are movies that are from my watch list that I've never seen before. So I've seen some really, really good ones so far. So Matewan, that's a crazy name for a movie, but it's about coal miner union in Matewan, West Virginia in the 1920s. Great movie. So good. Kramer versus Kramer, which is a divorce movie that won Best Picture in 1980. Insanely good. Like, doesn't have any right to be that good. I watched Lurker a couple nights ago. That movie was fantastic too. I really liked that. I watched Mid-90s last night, and it was okay. It was fine. I wanted it to be better, but it's fine. Yeah. And tonight I'll be watching The Battle of Algiers, which is a very old movie, but a very well-loved movie. So that's going to be for a country I've never seen a movie from. So, but if you want to participate in that, or if you're interested in something like that, you can make them on your own. That's basically what I did, and just created a little graphic with that knowledge there. So you can follow along, do that. And if you want to talk about what you've been watching, join our Discord, follow us on Instagram. Discord is where I've been posting a lot of like, hey, I watched this movie today. Hey, I watched this movie today. So come on over there, join our Discord, follow us on Instagram, check out Letterboxd, see what we've been watching. You can, catch up on all of these playlists or watch lists that I have here. I've got one for 96 of what we'll be watching, so you can get ahead of the game and watch some of these movies. And next week, we're going to be continuing this theme of making a blockbuster night with all these big budget movies from 96. And next week, your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to watch Mission Impossible. So really looking forward to that one. We'll be live next Sunday, 5 p.m. So we'll see you then. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time on 52/1996. Hit them with it.
Be nice to women.
Hell yeah.
We spun the reel through desert storms and courtroom cries. Love letters burned, planes went down, truth hid behind the lies. From snowbound crimes in Fargo streets to agents running wires, we laughed with Gilmore, screamed in masks, lit theaters on fire. It's 52/1996, let the credits roll tonight. Good movies, bad movies, all of them in the same rewind. 1 year, 1 week, every frame gets its time to shine. We'll see you next story on 52/1996.